Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, here with another episode of Touhou 12. I'm feeling much better this week compared to how I was back when I was doing Friday streaming, where I had to derail what I was initially planning, which was initially going to be a Touhou extra stage. I'm feeling a bit better now that I should be able to get going with this episode of Touhou. Definitely later than planned. Sorry, but here we are. Anyway, before we get started, we have another wonderful comment from our good old pal Freezing Time. And oh boy, we've got a long one. So stick with me here, everyone, as I read this off. Hi again, Gamer of Gamers. Well, you haven't read my previous comment under Yamemi's story. If you're talking about the finale to Touhou 3, I did in fact read that, so don't worry about that. Because I do read those comments. Just that when it comes to the next game, I don't think about reading those since it's about the previous game I was playing and not the current game I'm playing. That's why, so apologize for not doing the usual reading it out loud last time. Anyway, continuing with what this comment says. But oh well, guess you read the most important stuff in the game description anyway. So there's a ton of stuff to talk about here. Let's start with stories. There is different dialogues for every shot type. So there is 6 stories because shot types changes, not only having your shots and bombs, but also their reasoning of investigating in the first place. So is this game as difficult as Touhou 11? Definitely not. Is it hard? Yes, pretty much. You see, this game, unlike Touhou 11, isn't about very hard spells, but about tricks. Not stupid ones like the reaction-based attacks in Touhou 2, but genuine tricks. Firstly, stages are not as hard as they seem like, but there's the most dangerous enemy out there, your own greed for lives and bombs. It'll make you try to collect UFOs rather than properly dodging, and it'll make you go in very dangerous places on the screen. Of course, they changing colors to motivate you to do this even more. Okay, but what about bosses? Bosses here are tricky too. Their attacks are stressful, a lot more stressful than in most Touhou games. Though these attacks are stressful throughout the whole game. Giant fists flying around, curvy lasers, anchors, umbrellas flying all over the screen. There's a lot of room to dodge the attacks, but usually it's very hard because of pressure of these attacks. And there's another reason for it's being harder than it actually is, the difficulty spikes. You know how Touhou and I lost where I was reading, hang on. You know how Touhou and most games in general likes to slowly raise difficulty throughout the whole game? Well, we don't have that in Touhou 12. From the beginning, the first stage boss have attacks which is harder than most second stage bosses in Touhou, and while second stage is like stage 3, third stage is almost like stage 4 level of difficulty. The difficulty doesn't slowly raise from the bottom here, it immediately starts off in medium difficulty, and from there raises very, very slowly, keeping you in mid-hard game from the very first stage to the end of the game. A great way to pressure players even more throughout the whole game. So, with all this, can the game be as hard as SA, which is Touhou 11? No, because the highest peak of difficulty here, when you understand the attacks, is way lower than in SA. If you're not playing Lunatic, of course, because on Lunatic, the game is harder than any other game. Okay, so this game has the hardest Lunatic difficulty, according to Freezing Time. Okay, let's talk about the actual game. Does points matter in this game? Does picking power after full power has any good for you? Answer to both questions is no. You're only getting score from this, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so this is unlike previous Touhou games where collecting points can get you extra lives and stuff. So the only way I can get extra lives is by picking up point pieces, which I don't know if you can still get those from bosses or not, but it definitely brings out that urge to want to get some from those red UFOs. How to dodge last Marasa's attack, the 4th stage boss. Come on, man, you've seen spells like these before in a lot of times. It's a regular survival spell. You've seen those in Flanderes, Yuiko's, Rans, Yukari's, Mokao's. All of these are extra stage bosses. I'd just like to make that little side note there. Well, I know some of the, yeah, these, like, first 5, I'd say, are extra stage. Well, maybe not Yuiko, but you get my point. Most of these you're using as an example are extra stage bosses. This was like that was the 4th stage boss. That's what that is. Aya, Suiko's fight, and Aya was stage 4 boss too. Well, how to dodge it? She always teleports near you, so you need to move more. Staying in the one place will corner you with bullets right away, as it happens several times. Yeah, okay. So, I think that's what makes it very different from the other survival attacks, is that survival attacks, you know, maybe there's a bit more of a pattern to them that I can notice. This one, it kind of just move quickly away from where she teleports near you at. Now let's talk about second show's 5th stage boss spell with, there's lasers and bullets. She fires bullets in front of you every time, so even if it sounds absurd, when the lasers are off, you want to be in the place where they will shoot, because bullets you will fire at that time will shift with you, so when they will turn on again, there will be a lot more space to dodge them. So, what about her last 3rd spell? This one, tricky as heck. You can't just simply explain it. Let's start with the easy stuff. First, you need to be in right down order at the beginning instead of left down. It'll be way easier in the beginning. After this, just go in circles, speeding up and down when it's needed. In times when they'll rush towards you, and you'll need to go along the border of the screen as fast as you can. Sorry if this still doesn't help. It's very hard to explain properly. I do think that some of this stuff regarding the attacks, considering the fact that I still just started, you're throwing a lot at me right at the start, so a lot of this stuff I have a high chance of forgetting, because it's so much to keep track of. Anyway, let's continue here. Let me explain some stuff about UFOs. One important stuff was in my previous comment. Oh well, let's just say it again, but without mysteries now and more precise. Red ones, as you already know, gives you lives, a 5th for destroying UFO, and another 1/5 for collecting enough stuff with it. Now let's talk about others. A blue one is points, and it gives you points for collecting stuff, even more points. Completely useless in normal runs. Green ones are giving you bombs, and while destroying it gives you 1/5 of a bomb. Making it collect stuff will cause it to drop a full bomb. So sometimes it's way better to do a green one, because you can college 1.2 bombs from each UFO, not 0.4 like lives. The final is rainbow ones. Rainbow UFO, PowerPoint multiplier, so it'll literally multiply everything it sucks by 1/4 if I remember correctly. So there's beginning of... So, okay, you're encouraging I go for the green UFOs instead of the red ones like I was doing. 'Cause normally I find in these games extra lives to be more useful, considering the fact that it usually resets the bomb counter, but if they offer a whole bomb, maybe I'll consider going for bombs, if that's better. So here's beginning of some lore. Firstly, 5th stage happening in Makai, and 6th stage is Hokai. I kind of knew that, which is part of Makai. If you don't remember, Makai were mentioned a lot in PC98 games, because Touhou won first route in Makai. Stage 3 in Touhou 2 is world between Gen Sokyo and Makai. Interesting. That's a stage with like the orb boss, I remember. And of course, Mima teaches Marisa magic, also in Makai. Why it's so important? Well, pretty much 80% of PC98 were in Makai, and it's first mention of it since Touhou 5. So for most Touhou players, it is super exciting to see it again. You don't have that much of connection because you haven't played Touhou 5. But still, I thought it was interesting to mention it for you. Don't worry, guys, we're almost at the end of all of this. 10 minutes we've been reading this one comment by Freezing Time. Don't worry, it's almost over. I can see the end. Okay, so I'll not tell you about those characters in order. Why? Well, everyone is very closely related to Byakurin Hichiri. And you just can't explain her backstory fully without telling who she is. Well, the only exception is Kogasa, and wow, you bullied her even harder than game characters. Poor Kogasa, she's being bullied by everyone. So, Kogasa Tatara is type of yokai named Tsukomogami, which is referred to anything that turned into a yokai after a long time they were forgotten. For example, she was an ugly eggplant color umbrella which were left behind by its owners because they didn't want to have such an ugly umbrella. It was more than 100 years ago. Now she's a full-fledged yokai with positive attitude to scare/surprise people. Though she can't do it, she's trying very hard, but nobody's surprised or scared by her, even if she tries to jump scare them from the bushes. It's pretty funny, but at the same time pretty sad, because she literally can't do the only thing she is living for right now. Also, she's pretty childish and fragile mentally. So she's been taking bullying pretty close to the heart. Interesting fact, as shown in manga, she's actually a pretty good smith. Interesting, an umbrella being a good blacksmith. Has that smithing skill up to 100, I'm sure. Able to make that Daedric armor. So I had to. Alright, back to... We're almost done. Only 2 paragraphs left in this comment. So there are some words I will probably need to explain. Firstly is Vaisravana. It's just one if Buddha names. So saying Buddha instead of Vaisravana isn't something wrong. Dharma, in simple terms, is way of Buddhism teachings. Pagoda is sacred artifact of Buddha, at least this particular one. You can see it in Nazrin hands in her mid-boss fight, and in Xiao's hands in her dialogue. You asked, wouldn't it benefit both sides to be in peace and equity? Not an actual quote. But here is your question in full. Well, yes, but humans always wanted to destroy any threat and everything they think is lowly or evil. Just remember racism several centuries ago, and we are all humans. These people have mindset of 19th century and yokais, not humans, and officially harm humans, so they bad for people for the most part. While for yokais, people are food, and those who can produce more fear for them, they exist only because of their fear. For humans, all of yokai are evil and deserve death. It's very hard to reach a peaceful ending out of this. That's why both sides will never acknowledge this this equality. That's it, I guess. Take care. Thank you very much for your informal comments, Freezing Time. There are some other comments here by Lightning283. He's been leaving a few comments in these videos as well, which is very nice of him. However, I think we've done enough reading comments for this episode. Let's get into the game now. So last time we played normal mode using Reimu, using the good old homing type. But now we're going to go back to the good old Persuasion Needle, which is the story... Our reasoning this, rather than having suspicions, we're just going straight for the treasure this time, it seems. Not sure if I should have read that description or not. I kind of was in the mood to get right into it, so apologies if you guys wanted me to go right into it. Okay, so I'm going to go for the green ones this time and ignore the red ones. That's going to be my objective here, and it throws a bunch of red ones at me. A bit tougher than I expected to go for bombs. Though I wonder if there are certain... I'm not sure if it's preset, those ones that don't change color, but if so, A good way of thinking about it would be if maybe there are certain stages where it's better to go for bombs or lives on certain stages. I think doing something like that might be a better way of going about things. That way... Okay, come on, focus. Okay, focus. Because that way I can get the most out of these UFOs in terms of both extra lives and bombs by knowing, like, the rate of the UFOs that don't change color, so I can, you know, like I said, get the most out of it. Come on, is that enough? That was not enough to get it to full. That's... Oh, that... Okay, I can definitely see the intensity of what you mean by, in terms of that, yeah. In terms of the risk of getting hit by stuff if you focus too much on trying to pick up the UFOs. How am I doing on power? I'm doing pretty... only halfway to full power. Okay. Hang on, I hope I didn't plug anything up. I do have a blanket on, because while I am definitely feeling better today, I'm definitely not fully back to normal. I'm not going to catch up to it, so I'm half-hearted about it. Tokyo is so cramped and small. Where are you going in such a hurry? Out of my way. You were here before, too, little gray yokai. I don't have time to deal with small animals that die easily like you. Really? Too bad. Even as we speak, that treasure ship is getting away, far away. Treasure ship? You mean that floating thing in the sky? Oh ho ho. Are you stupid? Did you really think that's a treasure ship? Fine, whatever, I'm stupid. Now get out of my way. I can definitely see what you mean. If you're looking for treasure, don't look in the sky. There's lots packed away in kitchen nooks and crannies. Well, you mean like pocket change under couch cushions? Is that the kind of treasure you're looking for, little mousey? I do think for the Stage 2 boss, I'll probably try to pay a bit more attention. Because I am a little bit interested in what they had to say. Okay, no, I'm swerving. It's the same mistake I make in Touhou, the Touhou 2 extra stage. I gotta stay upward with this. There we go. And then, what is this? What's happening here? Okay, she's unleashing streaming attacks. Alright, that seems a little bit unfair to be able to fire that close to me, but okay. Nothing I can really do about that. It's also kind of hard to do anything when those things keep blocking my attacks. Come on, and she's almost down. There we go. Disappear into the clouds. Guess I'll have to go further into the clouds. I bet there's tons of yokai up there. Let's go after that treasure. I couldn't resist. So yeah, feel free to give me some ideas on which stages are the best to go for which type of UFO if I'm, like, in terms of what I'm interested in. Alright, let's try and attack a bit, so... Because I don't think a lot of points are going to be dropped here. That I think it'll be better to just take that one out. I picked up a blue one by mistake. I want a green one. Alright, I can't see what it is. Okay. Except I can't pick it up right now, because... Also, that's interesting. So these particular enemies, they explode when taken out like that. Did I have to... Wait, do I still get it? I still got it! Yes! I was a bit worried when the mid-boss showed up on screen, but I still got it. Which is very nice of the game to still give me it. Despite the mid-boss showing up on screen. Maybe it's only for regular bosses that happens. Who knows? But it's definitely allowing me to get my hands on plenty of bombs, and I'll definitely want to have those ready for, when the moment calls for them. That's what how I'll put it. I just hope I don't get taken out by something stupid before I get the chance to use my bombs. So that would be kind of a shame. Got it. Another bomb for me. I'm just getting bombs left and right today. Although there's going to be quite a large cluster of bullets on screen. Also, plenty of streaming attacks here that I should start to keep my eye out. And there go the UFOs. Alright, we got the umbrella! Alright, I'll actually take the time to read this time instead of getting careless. I know it's a different story with me going with a different shot type, but just a plain old yokai. You don't have to be so mean. I've had lots of free time lately. I'm chasing the ship that right in front of us. I don't have time to waste on small fry like you. Yeah, forgotten umbrella. Oh, you can play with me while you're chasing that ship, can't you? Must be nice to be a yokai with spare time, even if you only exist to be exterminated. Still, there are too many to take care of them all. So I'll leave you for next time. This is why humans aren't any fun. Why can't you just make some time for me? Shouldn't you plan extra time into your schedule? You can go find that treasure ship anytime. Extra time is pointless for me right now. I don't want to waste a single second. But the pointlessness is what's really beautiful. It wouldn't be terrible if everything in life were all planned. You know, this kind of reminds me of Goner Kid from Undertale. Even tools aren't beautiful just because they're functional. The useless parts are what make... Okay. Why am I getting lectured by a cursed umbrella? Fine. I'll beat you while I chase it, okay? Because I know with Goner Kid, he has unique dialogue if you bring him... if you talk to him while holding an umbrella, and how he mentions... It's not raining, so why are you holding an umbrella? And it's just interesting to think about. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a strategy to this where it might be better not to shoot at anything. So right now I'm just blindly shooting so I can hurry up and deal damage to the boss like usual. Alright, ignore the points since I'm already at full power and I'm not really interested in going for score this time. I don't know if my position has anything to do with doing well on this part. Okay, I swear that bullet appeared right in front of me. Okay, my bombs don't go away, so I'm not sure if, like, bombs reset at all or anything. I am kind of stuck in a corner at the moment. Or if it is just kind of random on where these bullets appear. Though I did kind of, for a brief moment, look away. So I guess you could say that was kind of my fault for looking away. Okay, this is an interesting attack. So I don't know if it gets made harder or easier if I shoot those umbrellas or not. Okay, I managed to death bomb that. Ooh, that's a pretty good bomb. Just out of the sky. Just fall out of the sky, you stupid umbrella. Oh, humans are so cruel. Hey, you look like you wanted me to beat you. What do they call that? I don't know, sadism? I think that's opposite, but whatever. I can see the ship now. Thanks for taking me to it. Yes, moving on. Red? No, it's a multicolor one. Gotcha. Alright, one more green one and we can get our hands on another bomb. We're good with our attacks, that is. What to do here? Okay, there we go. Get it! Now for the real question at hand here, which is... Alright, quickly shoot it down. Did I get it in time? I got it in time. Alright, we're almost full with bombs. So that's nice. Okay. We're doing fine here. And we only need one more UFO for another bomb, and then we'll pretty much have maxed out our bomb counter. I just need to last long. Humans, fairies, and all, everyone seems to be after this ship. Are they after the treasure room? Treasure room? So this ship really is a... Well, no point in arguing. I'll show no mercy to any enemy. Oh, that's right. This is the one with the large fists. Yeah, it was definitely scary my first time seeing that, so I'll definitely be keeping my eye out here. Oh, I was just about to use bomb. Oh, I think that there are still humans that wouldn't run away after seeing that fist. This ship really a treasure ship, right? Doesn't look like there's anything in it, but... And she ran away. Okay, no, ignore the blue one. We want the green one. That should do it. Shoot it down. Ah! Alright, I was kind of getting backed into a corner there, so I kind of saw that necessary. It's fine, though, because I'm pretty much at the point, anyway, where I kind of needed to, was already pretty much full on bombs. Okay, where am I looking here? They always change to the worst color at the worst time. I'm gonna bomb again, just to play that part safe. And I get hit anyway, okay. Alright then. Fine, be that way. I'm gonna get a bomb back anyway. So what are you after? Treasure or perhaps our sister's power? Treasure, of course. So you're just a common ruffian. The ship looks pretty bleak though. I regret to tell you that there's no treasure left. What was that? The treasure with the power to fly also brings about change in humans. Most of it had been lost while our sister slept. It's fallen down into the world. Eh? But what about all the riches? Riches? Is that what you're after? There never were any. None with any real monetary worth, anyway. This really sucks. Eh? You mean this Shrine Maiden has... Unzan tells me you're after the fragments of the flying treasure. Is this true? No, I'm not. Unzan would have no reason to lie. Excellent. You don't have to hide it. You're collecting those fragments flying through the sky, right? You must be trying to revive our sister as well. How awesome. What the heck are you talking about? I just thought there were, riches on this treasure ship. It's okay. Now hand over the treasure you found. Alright, let's go. Yes! Oh, man, Alright, just hug the bottom for this phase. I know there's eventually a harder version. Okay, I kind of had to use a bomb there. Because it kind of looked to me like I was getting cornered. I might have not been, but at the same time, that's how it looked to me. I do have a bit of an idea, but at the same time, I don't think it's a good idea. Alright. I don't need any power, so focus on dodging the attack at hand. Ha! Ha! Okay, here we go. Now this one, okay, it's gonna go into the Okay, I need to move faster. Because, like, I need to find a way through those rings is what I need to do. So I need to act fast is what I need to do. I'm going too slow is the problem. Alright, I'm gonna bomb it since I've already been hit on that attack anyway. Interesting style of attacks, but no match for me. Alright, what do we got next? Oh, we got two of those guys. Okay. Yeah, I found it better to just bomb that. You're quite strong. Unzan says you must be a very famous person. But really? Well, that may be. The floating fragments you've collected are necessary for our sister's revival. Now then, please bring them inside. There's no treasure, right? What a letdown. Well, I guess I have to see what this ship really is. Doesn't look like I'll get anything for it, though. Yes, let's go in. Okay, I have all the music in this game. This one's definitely my favorite. Oh! That was close. I could definitely tell that the enemies were definitely about to spawn in there. So I'm glad I was able to hurry up and get to them. Although that one, unfortunately, doesn't change color. I can also tell from my experience with the first 3 stages that I'm doing a better job in terms of picking up the correctly colored UFOs for what I want, because a big problem with my time in the first few stages and stuff was that I would never correctly be able to get down the right correctly colored stuff, and then alright, moving on. Oh, I got cornered. And I can't pick that up because the only thing that I noticed back in the previous stage that I noticed is a bit of a problem is the fact that I can still die the moment the bomb runs out. And that's something I do find to be a little bit prominent. I escaped that and I got a little bit scared. Even though I could tell I just escaped it, so I didn't need to bomb there. I wasted a bomb. Oh no, I got it. Ah, yeah, I could tell I was getting closed in there. Let's see here. Let's go for extra lives since we already got it stored up towards extra lives. Even though I'm probably not going to get very far with it. I just decided to go in that direction. Yeah, I did get an extra life out of it. Okay, I can definitely see a lot of risk in that movement. So, definitely better not go that way. Definitely just focus on surviving for now instead of just... Got it. I probably should have held on to 2 of them and not grabbed the last one since a bomb was... our boss was showing up. Be done with this. Be good to be done with this investigation. It's so boring. I mean, all that's happening is the ship's just flying around. If it's not a treasure ship, there's no point to it. It's just a box. Is someone there? A human? Or have you given up your humanity? Looks like I missed something. There's a yokai. I'll have to beat you. I see you're human, right? Then you better just put down those treasures and leave the ship immediately. We'll be reaching our destination soon. There won't be any going back then. Destination? Who are you anyway? Oh, where are my manners? I'm at Murasa, the captain of this holy palanquin. Captain? The ship will be leaving this land to go to another world where Hijiri is sealed away. There, we'll revive Hijiri, and everyone will be able to forget their troubles. We'll make a paradise where no one can brush us aside. We'll make a liberating future where we can use our powers freely. That paradise is this ship's destination. That's the ideal Hijiri has sought. So anyone with any lingering connection to this world should disembark. What will you do? I don't understand what you're saying, but I understand this isn't a treasure ship now. It's a devil's nest or yokai hideout, isn't it? I can't overlook this. You can't overlook it? Then I'll just have to beat the captain and drop this ship out of the sky. I forgot to mention this, but we absolutely need that treasure in order to go to the other world. The mysterious flying objects that you have are fragments of that treasure. You mean you're trying to get all these? So I was hoping you'd cooperate with us, but too bad. Looks like we're letting you puts us in danger of sinking. Pull out of this ship and bathe in the cursed oceans. Alright, let's go. It's on. Okay, So I remember from the comments that the last attack this boss unleashes, I gotta make sure I keep moving far away from where they're gonna fire. Which will definitely be good to know. I'm getting kind of... I didn't see myself escaping. I don't know why I wedged myself in there. I thought that'd be a good hiding spot, but looking back at it, that was really not a good idea. Also, I gotta be careful now because I'm out of bombs. So I'm beginning to get the feeling that the focusing all out on collecting bomb plan might be beginning to backfire on me. Oh, this is interesting. Ah! Come on! Of course a little slip-up like that happens. Alright, just focus on attacking the boss at this point. Oh, the bombs do reset, so maybe if I can put a high focus on picking up as many bombs as possible, maybe I can get somewhere with it. But for now, I still have a lot to learn. Alright, then she goes all out with the anchors and a really cool stylistic attack. So rather than just unleashing one anchor, she unleashes a whole rain of anchors. Oh geez, what am I doing? I'm gotta keep focusing, I'm getting... Alright, so you said here that it would be a good idea to focus on just constantly moving. Just that did not work. That plan completely backfired. Alright, give it another run here, but if I die again, I'm probably gonna call it an episode. So I also... because I am still a little bit sick, that I'm not in the best mood to be doing this today. I kind of only recorded today because, you know, I wanted something Touhou related to upload since it's like my most popular series on the channel. There we go. We got ourselves some bombs. Now, I cannot currently not be able to pick anything up because stuff keep happening. Ah, there's the bullets. There's too many bullets for me to get near the UFOs. I ran into the enemy. That does not seem fair at all. But I kind of don't see that getting as far away as possible strategy really working much. That's what kind of bothers me here, is that... Oh, I already got the others for a rainbow one, so I might as well at least finish it. Even though it gives me nothing but point multipliers. Huh. Alright, oh, come on! I'm messing up all the UFO grabs that... Yeah, no, I think I've reached the minimum amount that I'm... for a regular episode length that I'm satisfied today. Sorry for cutting this one short, but I am still not in the best mood to be doing this today. If there's any more tips you can give me about that survival attack, please let me know, because clearly I still can't quite master it just yet. So if you have any good tips, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, though, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.